Hello and welcome. I am Exit and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you a true story sent to me by one of our subscribers. Those of you who have been around quite a while, or maybe those of you who are new, will recognize this as from Mad Meerkat. Thank you, Steve, for sending me this story and entrusting me to tell it. So, before we begin, if you would please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. If you would like to be subscribed and you are not, please go ahead and do so. And if you'd like to be notified when my content goes live, please click that bell and notice that there are options for how often to be notified. Please click until you get the option you would like. All right, let's go. Bright Eyes, the Watership Down Murder. September 1975, the body of a young woman was found murdered in a deserted Hampshire orchard. Detectives were baffled, as so many theories and a lack of evidence did not make this an easy case to solve. At one stage, with the Greenham Common demonstration taking place not a million miles away, it was said that the body was that of a young female spy who was murdered to cover up her knowledge of what was going on at the Greenham Common Air Base. Bright Eyes, as we will call the victim, was found wearing only her underwear. 2 plastic bags had been put over her head, and with decomposition this made her completely unrecognizable. At this stage, there was nothing to identify the victim or to aid the police with finding the identity of her murderer. Almost all the police could say after an autopsy was that the victim was 5 feet 2 inches tall, and her age was somewhere between 18 and 25 years old. She had dark hair and delicate, doll-like facial features. Within days of the body being found, detectives believed that the woman was from Europe, possibly from Germany or Spain. Her stomach contents included partially digested pumpernickel bread, which is popular in Germany. Labels on her underwear showed that they were made in the same country. A wire flex that was wrapped around her neck was also manufactured in Germany. In the months that followed, the hunt took detectives all over Britain, the continent, and even America. The victims' descriptions matched over 300 girls from the London area alone. Thousands of other cases were looked at, but they were all eliminated from the Watership Down murder inquiry. Detectives took the unprecedented step when they asked a TV makeup expert to undertake the macabre step of making a death mask from the body. It sparked media interest from all over the country, but no one came forward with the victim's identity. A year later, a local taxi driver telephoned police saying he may be able to help. Reports said that the site of the murder was only a mile from the airfield at Greenham Common. The taxi driver told that in September 1975, he picked up 2 fares late at night in Wokingham, a young woman and an American airman. They told the driver that they had just flown into the country, and he drove them to Greenham Common. The young woman who matched the victim's description had mentioned the name Richter and told the driver that she worked as a domestic servant in a house connected to the Beatles. This prompted new lines of inquiry, as Daniel Richter had been John Lennon's agent in the 1970s. A Hampshire detective flew to New York to question Richter and his wife. The couple recalled that they had employed a young Spanish girl as domestic help and thought her name was Soledad. However, they could not remember her full name, where she had come from, or where she had gone after leaving the job. In August 1977, a Madrid crime magazine ran a story about a Franco-Spanish female spy named Soledad, a name that had already arisen in Hampshire police inquiries. The article said that a female had been on a secret mission connected with Spanish interests in the Sahara Desert. It said that the girl spy had returned to Germany, had then flown to England, where she had been assassinated by military intelligence. The true story was found to be much simpler. Bright Eyes was an ordinary housewife. Nearly 6 years after the discovery of the body, Hampshire police finally got the break that they needed. She was identified after a TV program about the mystery was aired in Germany. The mother of a young girl asked if it could be her daughter, who had vanished while in London. Her worst fears were realized when the murder victim was identified as Jeanette Hinsk, age 28. Her husband, Ulf Hinsk, who maintained his innocence, was arrested and stood trial at Winchester Crown Court for the murder of his wife. He said that he believed that his wife had left him for another lover, and that was why he had never reported her as a missing person. The court was told that she had been unhappy in her marriage and wanted to return to Germany. Jeanette had arrived in England in 1973 when her husband was appointed manager at a firm of shipping agents. He was found not guilty of his wife's manslaughter, but the jury said that he was guilty of preventing his wife's burial. He was jailed for 12 months, but as he had already been in custody for 8 months, he was released just days later. A spokesman for Hampshire Police said that the case is not active and it is not under investigation. Again, thank you, Steve, Mad Meerkat, for sending me your story. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you have not given this video a thumbs up, please do. If you have not subscribed, please do that as well. And thank you for coming.